All right, guys, so here we go with episode 3 of season 3, another box for me. Unusual to have this shot twice in a season, but we'll have it 3 times. Yesterday I said I think they sent me 65 bursts, is what it sounded like on the phone when Metzer called me. But I think what they did probably is hold my runners, or something like that, to ship with the extra apple yards, because there's a hell of a lot more than 5 birds there. I'm not really sure what I've got now. I'll have to get home and take a look at them and try to figure it out, introduce them to the new flock. But as you can hear, everybody's ready to get out of that box, so I got to get on home. This will be a brief one. But again, they sent me a partial yesterday, so I think what they said they shipped yesterday, they actually shipped over 2 days, yesterday and today, and then they'll ship me my balance of 40 layers for next week. We'll catch up with you when everybody's home. All right, guys, so got everybody back into the giant brooder, and I think that I was right. I think that these guys, when I start talking, they all bolt. But I think some of the ones I picked up today were my fawn runners, that they were held over. And I think it's the guys with the little black mohawks. Not him. Let me see if I can find one. Like right there, those guys there. Because when they move, they don't look at first like they're a runner, but when they move, they seem to get up pretty high on those back legs and have that long pencil neck form. You guys right there. They won't do it for you now. But, so, you know, ask me your questions in the comment section. I need to do a special video for all my subscribers about something with comments. Occasionally, one of you guys will make a comment. It will get put aside as a potentially spam comment. And when I go to approve it, there's no button to approve it. And what I've researched is, and I don't know what this means, but you're using the old comment system, whatever the hell that means. So if you've made comments or asked questions on my videos and they weren't stupid, moronic, statements, and they never showed up, that's what probably happened. So try making your comments again. And I think what that might mean is you have to be logged in via Google+. So maybe make sure you set your Google Plus up account and link it to your YouTube account. That might make that problem go away. I just want you to know I'm not being a jerk and not approving comments or deleting comments that make sense, right? Because we don't do that, do we? No, we're chewing on, what are we chewing on there? We're chewing on some chicory. Yeah, we are. So anyway, one of the questions that I got, or just guys trying to figure out what's going on, why did some of the birds get so wet yesterday? I'm about 99% sure that I know what happened. Wanting to make sure they didn't run out of water during the day, because I had a lot going on yesterday. Once they were set in here, once I thought everybody was going to be okay, I filled those really full. And what I think happened is, let's see if we can get that's definitely a duck of the day. He's a new duck. He's a little bit behind the others. Tom, your goose holes. They're really interested in what's going on here. Anyway, you get little duck bellies, right? And they get up on there, and then the little duck belly gets wet, because almost everybody had a wet belly. And then we climb on top of our friends, and we transfer water to their backs. And next thing you know, you got one that's all frizzled out and wet. If you notice this morning, even with new babies in here, and I would estimate there were probably another 20 birds came in today, maybe 25. TMTC, for those of you who know what that means, just brought them in. And another thing with these guys, when they come in, they're banded. They have a little rubber band on them so you can tell what they are. But they didn't include a note that told me what band meant what this time. And I almost don't care, because you can't keep track of them until they start to grow up anyway. And I kind of wish they wouldn't ban them, because then you got the first thing you do out of the box is pull that little rubber band off. I don't want to be doing it later. I've got them in hand. I don't want to be trying to catch them off. Hey, would you guys calm down? Those females are laying. Those are 3 female pilgrim geese there, and I think they're very interested in babies right now. But you got to pull that band off right away. And so that kind of takes some time to get done. Anyway, I lost my train of thought there. Sorry, guys. But everybody seems pretty happy. Everybody seems nice. Oh, I was just going to say, you'll notice everybody's nice and dry today. And all I did was fill those less. And there's still enough in there that they can make a mess out of them and stuff, but they can't really get their belly soaked in it. And what I've noticed is when they first come out of that box, they've been in that box for 24, 36, 40 hours. They do put a little bit of what they call grow gel, a little cup of green stuff in there for them, but they haven't had a drink for that long. That's fine. They can go that long because they haven't had any solid food yet. But they're ready for water. I mean, they're ready. And how you guys doing? How you guys doing? It's a duck peed. And so when they get that first water, they literally hurl themselves at it. And it's that first day that it's most likely to lose some birds to it. And I think one of the biggest things we've learned is to use as big a brooding area as possible and keep their warm area away from walls and corners. When I came in here this morning, they were in one big circle right there. And I'm going to add some more heat lamps because we're having more ducks and they need more space that's warm. I also put that little heater in here to keep the whole place warm for them at night. And last night, guys, it was cold, wasn't it? 36 degrees. It was 36 degrees out. Yeah, hammer it. And I was a little worried about them, but they were all fine. I came out and checked them. They were all completely still. They were all in their little huddle. And I thought, man, maybe they're too cold. I came back out 20 minutes later to check on them. They were rocking and rolling and eating and trying to find water in their empty waters and having a party. So pretty resilient birds. Again, dry is the key. Anyway, guys, that's it for episode 3 of the Duck Chronicles. Actually, there'll be a little bonus appended here at the end. Ducks. No, ducks. I promised you a bonus. This isn't it. I just have to do this, so I figure why not video it. Sprout time in the morning. Duck! You're gonna miss breakfast. Here comes the gaggle. The slackers. Swale's full today, not from rain. I just filled it up with the hose. I'm really busy this time of year, and that's a cheat I employ sometimes. I got that riprap down there so the hose doesn't do any erosion, and I can just turn it on for about an hour, and this is the result. They're quite happy with it. Let's go see that bonus. Man, spring is springing. I know it's just March 1st today, but man, look at that. I don't know if you can see that peach tree in the distance, just covered in blossoms. Almond tree's got some blossoms on it. Pluot over there booming. Look at that mulberry. Still not the bonus though. Other mulberry. Just, that's a plum. It's not really blossoming yet, but look at that one there is. Beautiful autumn olive looking great over there. What's up, gooses? You don't want sprouts today? You guys are on grass because the grass is good. Hey, you guys are missing out on breakfast. So, speaking of food, we have a workshop coming up. And that workshop is coming up in about 3 weeks, end of March. And this weekend, I had the good pleasure of hunting with some good friends, and while I didn't score, my buddy David did and donated his hog to the event. So in this Bradley smoker right now, we have almost an entire pig. One front leg, 2 back legs, and back straps, also known as pork chops, all smoking away. I wish there was smell-o-vision. Keith Snow's Low and Slow Barbecue, that was brined for 18 hours. No, I'm sorry. More like 30 hours. Sugar, salt, brine cure. And that'll smoke for a couple hours. I'll probably pull the back straps a little bit early, and they'll get wrapped in foil and finished in electric roasters. Be cut up in nice little pieces. And we'll see what kind of total weight count we get, because we're feeding 60 people. So that looks like a lot of food, but maybe not for 60 people. But I got something really special planned for our Saturday meal, and that's part of it right there. You guys can thank David for it. And in a way, it's almost like karmic pork magic. David was gifted with another pig. I don't know if gifted is the right word, but he ended up with a whole additional pig. So he actually got back more he put in, because his hog, as I said, there was one shoulder missing. That's not just because it wasn't fitting there. It had been gored by another pig, and it was just not usable. So that's 3 legs and the back straps there. But a Bradley smoker, guys, consider adding that to your repertoire, man, because that's just great. All those wood pucks are there, And every 20 minutes, it just drops one down and feeds another one across. Nicely smoking. Low and slow. We're about 140 degrees right there. And, of course, we won't finish. You know, we can cook all the way to completion with this, but wild pork is so lean. I like to do the Texas cheat, which is wrap and foil and finish at about 225 degrees until it's fork tender. Anyway, the ducks will be hanging out. I got lots of work to do. I got to get my podcast done. Remember, guys, if you like what I do here on YouTube, you might like my audio podcast. It runs for an hour to 2 hours a day. It's called The Survival Podcast, and it's at thesurvivalpodcast.com. Links on the end screen right there will show you all kinds of stuff, including that.